What's up guys, Mad Max here, and today I'm going to be unboxing a new electric vehicle that I purchased.
Well, that should give you the hint.
I got myself a Honda Motocompacto. Let's unbox this thing and check it out.
Alright, so first thing I want to start off with is I got this from Sussex Honda in Newton, New Jersey. Shout out to Carla. They did not charge me over list price for this. I paid $9.95 plus tax. And I got one of the first 5 that they got. They said that they sold out the first 5 and that they'd be getting more in December, but they are not charging a premium.
I actually drove over an hour each way because the local Honda dealerships wanted between $100 over and $300 over. And I figured it would be a nice ride. So,
first thing I want to start off with. If the service department does this correctly, which Sussex Honda did, they will register the warranty for you. And if you notice this hole here, well, that is not for picking it up. That, if you can see in there, is actually a port so that the Honda dealer can charge it up before you unpack this thing. Honda has great little engineering ideas. That is definitely one of them. So, let me pop this box open. Apparently, what's inside is a smaller white box that has the scooter in it. So, let me cut this thing open, and let's check it out.
Oh, this is cool. So what you're greeted with is a little black and white area on the top. And let me just pop this out here. Well, come on. Now that I got this. Whew. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, now that it's unpacked, we can see that they really tried to emulate the design of the scooter itself on the box. If you notice the cutout for the front wheel, the little cutout for the peg, and then on the top, it's got the little open area blacked out like it would on the scooter itself. On the back, same thing, except it says, I guess, what VIN number the bike is. Yes, these things have an identification number, and that is registered with Honda. So, yeah, let's get to unboxing this thing. Okay, so apparently you open this box from the bottom. I just tried to open it from the top, and it was glued real tight. So it looks like you just undo those 3 tabs, and then this panel, I guess, somehow lifts out? I don't know. This is, oh, there we go. Yep. And now we're going to flip this back down here. So you do want to open this like this on the ground so that you don't dump your brand new $1,000 scooter. And voila! We have a Motocompacto. This thing looks super cool. So, let me get this back up on the tripod and unpack this thing. Alright, so first off, I'm going to take the charger out. I'm going to assume that's what's in this box with the little lightning bolt on it. Yep. A little charger that's shaped exactly like the scooter. Very cool. You have your little 110 outlet in here, and you have a little bracket in here, which I'll take a look at in a minute. But first, I want to get the scooter itself out. Well, that was easy, except I guess the handlebar wasn't locked in. But you switch it up right, and let me start taking some plastic out of here. I believe you flip this up. Yep. Aha! And do we lock this? How does this work? All right, that's locked in. Now, I don't understand how to lock this in. Okay, I'll show you guys how to operate this thing once I get it fully upright. It's certainly a little complicated, but I think that once you figure it out, it's pretty easy. I think it's probably this guy here. Yep, there we go. And then, oh yeah, this is very well designed in terms of the folding system. Let's get the seat out before the seat falls apart in my hand here. Very cool. Now, alrighty. I think the last big thing I gotta do is, now that I can get this on the ground for the first time, you have to flip this out, twist that. Let's put the little kickstand down here. Sorry if this is proving to be boring, people. I'm trying to figure this out on the fly here. All right, I got the pegs left. Kickstand's folded out. I think these pegs are supposed to go up. They look like they're supposed to go up. They don't appear to... Oh, there we go. People in the video certainly seem to make it look easier than it is. I'm sure there's some sort of shortcut to this. Well, I'm down to one peg here. Ah, you push them up. There we go. I would call that completely assembled. Let's see if it turns on. She's on! Hooray! Do a quick walk around on this thing. It is freaking adorable. Really like the brown leather on here. If I were a crazier man, maybe I would take that off and redo the leather in a red Alcantara to make it look like a Type R. But I have a sneaking suspicion Honda's gonna do something with grips and a seat if this proves to be a very popular product. In terms of build quality, everything is really nice. It's really well built. The struggling you saw me go through to unfold it is probably down to the fact that I'm a guy and I don't read instructions ever. Charging port is right here, like I was telling you about before. And overall, it's pretty dang cute. Alright, so real quick look at the controls here. We got our horn. We have our power button. If you double click it, it goes into mode 2, which is the faster mode. Mode 1 you have to kick to start, mode 2 you do not. And then if you press it once, it turns on the light, which only flashes, it doesn't stay on solid. I really think that Honda screwed up on that. It really should be solid because, you know, you need to see at night, and having your light turn off constantly is not a good way of seeing at night. Back to the controls here, we have our throttle right here. And that's about it. So, I guess there's nothing left to do but ride it. I guess I got to take it out, right? Let's go. Well, the seat is not exactly good for larger people like myself. But let me go ride this thing with looking ridiculous with the GoPro on my head here. All right, acceleration. Not the greatest. Feels kind of top heavy. All right, doing 12 miles an hour. Let's see how the braking is. Okay, brake's a little loud. Woo! All right, 13, 14, oof. All right, 14's all she's got. Up, 15, there we go. All right, let me turn around here. There we go. I apologize about the wind noise, but I wanted to get this up ASAP and film it ASAP. Seating position, not bad. Not sure if I'd want to ride this for 10 miles sitting like this. All right, so I would say the seat is not that comfortable, but the seating position is good. I have a feeling that people will end up coming out with an upgraded seat if this proves to be a very popular thing. If not, you could get an upholsterer to do something kind of crazy on this. Handling is not terrible. You don't feel like you really want to lean on this, which is funny because your center of gravity should be significantly lower than a regular scooter, but the wheelbase on this is very short. Not bad. I certainly think I'm going to use it to drive into the city with. I guess the next test is to see how it fits in the Fiat there. All right, so the next test. The Motocompacto is supposed to be a city scooter, a last mile transport. Well, I have an electric Fiat 500, and while that also is meant to be small in transport, man, that's a cool Land Cruiser there. Alright, so this is meant to be a last mile transport. This is meant to be a city car. Will this fit in there? Let's find out. Remove the cargo cover, unfortunately, to fit it, but it fits. Now, there might be some sort of origami I can play with to get this in here under the cargo cover, but I just don't know. I would say the fact that it fits in the back of a Fiat 500 is good enough. Even without the cargo cover, it's certainly a good little city vehicle. So, let me show you guys how to unfold this thing properly, and I'll give you my final impressions. Let me show you how this thing unfolds. I'm going to give you some little tips on how to store everything so you're not sitting there scratching your head. First things first, I have this standing up on the kickstand. Don't need to do it, but I just don't want to bang up my brand new Motocompacto. So, once you have your scooter standing here, you are going to press this little thing here that says push to release. Press it down, and you're going to pull your handlebar up. Once you have this handlebar up, there is a little guy right down here. You'll see it's got a little red aluminum thing on it. We're not going to worry about that right this second. What we are going to worry about is this little guy right here. We're going to undo this. And the reason why I'm struggling right now is because I'm doing this one-handed. You're going to pull this up until you hear a click. There you go. Now when you need to drop this little pin right here, you actually pull this back, and if you notice the handlebar dropped a little bit and it stays out, and once you push it all the way down, you lock it in with that little clamp. But once you hear this click up, close the clamp. Once we have this up, if you notice the little black handle here, you pull this up and click it in. To release it, when you fold it down, you pull up on this little metal thing and then fold it back. But you'll hear this again, click. We now have the handlebars at full height. The next thing you need to do is this little guy right here. If you can see, you press that. This is really tough to do one-handed. Let me switch hands here. So you press like that and open that, and then the handlebar will jiggle back a little bit. You see the little teeth in there? Just make sure you can see the teeth. Once it's seated, then you close this up, and again, a little click. Now we are getting close here. Next thing I would do is the seat. Now if you notice, the seat is stored very nicely in here. I hope this is the correct way to store it. I believe it is. But we're going to take that out next. Now once you have the seat out, you'll notice there's a little clip here. We'll get to you in a second.
This little pin here, you press down to release the seat. Now when the seat is unfolded like this, you don't need to press it, but when you do, click it up, and then if you need to release it again, tough one-handed here. Come on. There we go. You press down on that piece too. There we go. You got to press down real hard on it. So you got to see the distance there? You really have to press down hard on that to get that pin to release. But once you have the seat folded up, you'll hear it kind of click into place. You see how that is latched in? Then we take this little arm here, flip it up like that, and press down on this tab here to lock it into place. Once that's done, the seat is shaped like a trapezoid. Narrower part goes towards the front. You push that in to drop it in. Now that same clip holds the handlebars in, so if you need to release it, you push this down and then pull up on the seat. All right, now the fun part, getting the wheel out. Now what I suggest with this is this wheel release pulls out. Don't go all the way out, because here you have no leverage. Here you got a little bit. You rotate it until this is facing up, and then you pull the back wheel out. Now, once you have that unlocked, to pull the back wheel out, it is really a two-handed job. So let me put you down for a second, and I will pull that out. Let's see if that's a good enough spot. Yeah, it's a good enough spot. Alrighty, I kind of pick up a little bit on the back. You want to make sure you hear that good click there. And then you'll twist this back again. And again, keep it kind of at a 45-degree angle. You want to get good torque on it. And then lock it in. Same goes in reverse. It's a little difficult to get that to pop back in, but it'll pop right back in. Last thing is the pegs. Okay, so last up is the pegs here. Now I'm going to show you just on one side. It's the same thing on the other side. There's a little spring here. You have to push up on this like that. So you can see it's now compressed. You spin it out, and it locks into place. Same thing for putting it back. Press up on it, drop it in. So once you do that on both sides, your Motocompacto is ready to ride. All right, so that's unboxing and unfolding the Motocompacto. Hope you guys liked it. Like and subscribe. I guess I'm going to do a little bit more on this since I have it. And I have a couple other electric scooters I can compare it to. So if you guys want to see some comparisons to some more known scooters and scooters that are a little bit more expensive, let me know. Thanks for watching.